Your mum, your dad, we can go all through that, can we?
Yeah.
That's a big thing now, and everyone's talking about the racism card.
Angela, I got a song to sing to you.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Stand up for us, Ange. Dance for me, baby.
People don't really
Shut
like
up, Corey.
Is that a no now?
myself, coach.
Is that a no
Afternoon
now?
hours life,
Yeah,
mate.
listen, let me ask you a question.
From the top now, Angela.
They obviously didn't work in your house.
But he's back in a boxer day. That Juju, Dave knows what he's doing. He knows he's going to build an audience. He'll battle. He'll get his money. That's what Zach. Oh, Crystal, you sent me some gifts. Sorry, Crystal, mate. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the rose. But yeah, like I'm saying to you, what you need to understand is with Dave and that. Dave's just come back on the app. He's going to do everything to try and get attention on him. That's what life is. That's what people do on the app, don't they? You know, Dave knows. Dave's similar to Corey. They both tell you the exact same. They're on here for financial support. They want money on this app. You know, so let them do what they got to do. If you don't like doing it, just don't watch them. That's my opinion. If you don't like what they do and what they stand for, just don't watch them. Like me, if you don't like me or don't stand on what I do, don't watch me. Thank you, one and only, for the treasure box. So just play the game, guys. Just sit in the live, you know. Watch who you wanna, and then just block the people you don't want to watch. Simple as that. So, can you imagine living with it though? What do you mean, Mrs. Unknown? Living with what? Who, Angie? Living with Angie. Heart me and everyone. Popular 6-tap. Okay. Cody, thank you, Zoe. We might actually hit the podium today, unless someone else comes on and creeps up behind me. Can't cope with Corey, Dave. Never. I'd never watched him. Can't cope with Corey, Dave. Do you know what it is? I'll never tell anyone to have a difference of opinion of what they've already got, Yvonne. But Corey's a good guy. You know what I mean? I ain't blowing smoke up anyone's bum. But my interaction with Corey off the app and the way he seems like a... Oh, you can cope with Corey. I thought you said can't. But yeah, Corey's a good person. He's a laugh, you know. Rain, Tara, Gillian. He's actually more quiet than you actually know. He's actually not this crazy hyper. On the app he's hyper, but off the app he's chilled. Thank you, Trudeau. Trust me. He's not this person that you think. He's not always on the go and, you know. Thank you, Gypsylin. He's quite balanced. So, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that, mate. But let's get back into... Do I want to go into Greybush now? Yeah, let's get into where? Do I get into Greybush or get into this bit first? See, I don't know about this, guys. Can someone tell me about this? Delusive Angie's Mod Eternity. A real friend would help her. I don't know. Has anyone watched this?
Somebody who had a few drinks. I'm going to tell you right now. An alcoholic that drinks daily or drinks occasionally or drinks at all, they get used to liquor. They can function off of it. They need it to function. You do know that,
Why
right?
are you talking about alcoholics?
Because she has a few drinks here and there, right, all the time?
No, she doesn't, actually.
Okay.
Once a week, get your facts right again. There you go again.
Okay. But normally someone can take it and doesn't get drunk off of 2 sips.
What other people are saying.
No, I'm not.
Thank
I'm going
you,
off
Liz,
that.
Yes, you are.
With my own eyes.
Yes, you
Do you
are.
want us to believe your behind-the-scenes phone calls? Like what? And your personal opinion on her? People are allowed to have their opinion. She's on a social media platform.
You clearly know nothing about her.
If you can
I'm
give
not
out
being funny, right?
shit,
You're just jumping on the
if you
bandwagon
can
now.
give out shit, you should need to be
Yes, you
able
are.
to take it
You're
back.
in the
You
wrong
can't
room
fucking
for
do shit to
delicious
people and
fun.
not expect them to do anything
Fuck's sake,
fucking
I
back
can't
to you.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I bet you can't because it's the truth and you don't want to hear it, so you're
I
not
can't.
going to
I've got
listen.
somebody else talking. I can't understand.
Waste of breath.
Bye.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you,
Bye.
Jay.
Did you say bye to me?
No.
Did I make sense?
Yeah.
Did I make sense? Is that why she's hurt? Oh.
The difference is when Angie used to have decent people around her, like myself, Miss J, Nilly, there was loads of people, right, back in the day that used to be around Angie, that used to actually support her. You know what I mean? Used to say to her, oh, Angie, you know what, you can do whatever you want, but don't, you know what I mean, don't say things, you know. The amount of times we used to fall out, like, and Sam, yeah, there's loads of people, Max, there was loads of people around her that used to tell her, like, there'd be times when she used to do things and we'd be like, no, Angie, that's bad. Like, for me, I was on her platform. We've mentioned Miss J already, Alicia's Martha. But when she modded, everyone can tell you, they'll know. When she modded to Diadro, I said I'm done. I said there's no way for attention or trying to get people in your live. I don't stand that. Can't stand it. So for me, I left that live that night, and I said to her, I don't think I ever returned afterwards. So it's crazy.
Oh,
I don't know.
sorry
I'm not
about
a
it.
Delusive fan, so I don't understand why my opinion would matter on Delusive. I don't watch her.
I don't even know why anyone's opinion on her really truly matters. If she knows who
No.
she is and she's a person, I'm sorry, but friends don't let friends act like that. I'm just trying to be honest here. If my friend was acting like that, I'd slap her in the back of the fucking head and say, what the fuck are you doing? And maybe help her out. Help her. She needs help. If she has to act like that for money, I'm sorry. If that's an
And
act,
she's
you're
a
saying it's an
creator.
act. Well, she
don't want to
needs
know.
help from a friend. She needs a friend, like a real friend, because you're not a real
Thank you,
friend up
Brummy
here
Jules.
defending
Thank you,
what
Miss
she does
Attitude.
and
Lads,
saying
thank
she
you.
has. So what? She has a few drinks here and there, and that acts like that online for money. I'm sorry. My friend would get slapped in the back of the head if they acted like that. Maybe even the front of the face. I'm just sorry. It's not. That's some friends don't let real friends act like that for money.
Thank
Maybe
you,
they help
Gypsy
them out
Lynn.
and support them on another way, or tell
Do you
them
want to
maybe.
come up for breath? Do you want to come up for breath? You need not even let me speak. You do.
Because
you don't
what
even
you
know
talk,
what she's
I want you
about.
to
You're
listen
just
to what the
listening.
fuck I just said.
Thank you, Brummy Jules. These people, right? Fair play, Candy. You see Eternity here, right? She's one of her biggest enablers. They push Angie to do all this stuff, to drink and stuff, because it builds up an audience. But you know what? People are in there not for supporting Angie. They're in there to laugh at her, to troll her. Have you not seen the comment sections? Why would you risk this person you meant to like getting bullied in the sense of comments and trolling? Why would you allow it? Why would you enable that behaviour? You're vile. Candy's right, 100%.
Said. I want you to really listen to what I said, because I doubt you even know what I just said. Because go ahead, let me see what you're going to say back to what I just said.
What, Mims? Thank you. I've been muted. Fuck you.
I muted you so that Candy could finish her
Did you
sentence.
just tell Mims, fuck you?
Yeah.
What? Are you going to disrespect the host? She hasn't even said two words? It's okay. A real friend would actually help their friend. I'm sorry, but I mean, if I was acting like that, or if I needed to act that way to get entertainment and money, and I had to treat people like shit, but then it made my mental health like go crazy and it was gone and it affected it, you think I would sit there and continue doing it? Or I would hope my friend would say, you're acting fucking stupid. Fix up, like fix yourself. Like, come on, you're better than this. I don't understand. You gave your opinion. Your opinion is to not listen to anyone else's opinion and give your over the phone opinion over that you have. I mean, something bad's gonna happen to her. I hate to say it, but I don't wish bad on anybody ever. But until something actually physically bad happens, I don't think people are really gonna care, even if it is an act or not an act. I don't understand. You can have a million phone conversations with her and she can be acting towards you, and this could be the real person on who she is. No, I'm just trying to have you make sense. You're attacking people for having their opinions, but you just need the truth
Thank
to
you,
be
Brummy
told to you. You
Jules,
don't need
mate.
to be
Thank
coming
you.
at someone because they don't want to be around people. You said people can't change up who they go hang out with and sit with, and that's crazy to me. They don't have to like who you like. You told me no, they can't. That's mad. Oh, I'm a bully. Call me a bully. They didn't even, no one else said anything besides Cool Rider to you, and she was not rude to you at all. You were actually rude to her, and I just spoke the truth, and you don't.
I think everyone on Angie's platform are all alcoholics. Because only someone that's vulnerable or having that same similar mindset to Angie would agree with her actions. Because I'll be real with you, no normal person's going to sit there and go, yeah, Angie, do this, you know. 1 second, guys. There we go, we're back. Yeah, just for me, it's crazy. There's no norm. They're not normal. Frankie jumps in the box. moans about Angie being slated, but then she'll go and body shame women and say the worst. I mean, she called Corey horrendous. I mean, Corey won't care about it, but she was saying about his body and all this stuff. But then when people say anything about Angie or do a video on her that makes her look bigger than she is, oh my God, that's bullying. Why is bullying based on gender on social media? People saying, oh, men bullying women, men bullying women. Should I tell you what? How I've been brought up, right? Is I respect women. I was brought up by two women. I wasn't brought up by my dad. I was brought up by my mum and my nan. Two very strong women, right? I respect women. So all this stuff on the app about me bullying women, no, I'm a firm believer in is when we have a discussion or we disagree or an argument or whatever you want to call, it is 50-50. As soon as a man, or it's vice versa, a woman starts intimidating the man, then I think to myself, that's where it's got to stop. Because that turns into abuse then. But if two equal parties are having a discussion, and if it does get a little bit heated, and the energy is matched both sides, and not one person being abused in any way, then I think it should be continuing. Because that shows a healthy relationship, that two people could have a disagreement, and then move on from the situation. You know what I mean? Because I ain't being funny. I've been in relationships where women have gone absolute off the rails at me and I've laughed and I'm thinking, you're crazy, you are. And I'll have a little bit of a banter back and forth. My thing in an argument is I laugh. Because when I see someone that I care about get really angry over something pointless and they're screaming at me, I can't help but laugh. Because I'm like that in life. I'll always like banter. I always like seeing things. You know, I like to see a comedy value on stuff. If a woman gives it verbally, they can take it. I'm a firm believer, Lou, if two parties are having an argument or a back and forth and they're giving it and not one person feels bullied in that situation, who are you on the outside to say that that's abuse? Who are you from the outside to say that that's abuse when the person that's arguing with the male arguing with the woman is both agreeing that it's a 50-50 back and forth. No one's being offended, no one's being abused. You as the outside can't say that's abuse because that's that person's feeling if they're being abused or not. And that's what's crazy. I don't bully women on the app. I give them the energy that they give me. And if I ever went too far and a woman I could see being like a bit upset, or I'd go, you know what, that's too far for me. That is too far, and I know then to be quiet and move on. Because I'd never want to intimidate a woman off the app or on the app. It's as simple as that. So when people go around, Alex is a woman abuser, well, you know, I'll show you the videos where I'm actually the total opposite. I have a lot of, respect for women, and it's as simple as that. But we'll move on. Big up Candy for that. Where are we going now? Should we get into Greybush now? Should we ever get into a little bit of Greybush? Because she had a lot to say last night. Thank you, Donkey Mum. She had so much to say about me. Oh no, let's play this first, actually. This was the interview, because people were saying they didn't see the interview. So here's the interview, guys.
You could ban one person off TikTok, who would it be and why?
Ben.
Yeah, get them.
Wow.
You'd never want them on TikTok.
Yeah, look at this, right? Here we go. She's saying that I never apologised to her or any of this. This is her. This is a liar. This is her lying in 4K. Out of all the people that have come to her house, threatened her, said the worst about her, sent things to her property, I've never done anything, right, to warrant the response that I get from these individuals on the app. But you know what? Let's continue. You listen to it for yourself.
TikTok again, and why would you want to get rid of them? Never see them again on TikTok.
Baby.
I guess that's because of what he's done in the past.
Yeah, AB.
Thank you, Donkey Mum.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few people, but if I was only to pick one, it would be him, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because of the past, yeah.
Do you think you would ever have it?
It's because I've never, ever, ever gone back to her platform like everyone else seems to and run into her boxes. Yeah, I've been into her boxes. I jumped in her boxes the other week to call them all nonsense because I was talking about kids again. But I'm the person that I've always stood my ground with this one. I've always pointed out the facts, and do you know what I do, and people don't realise, is I ain't doing it for any hidden agenda. I do it because the people that are in her live are new. They don't see what Angie's done in the past. So their opinion on me is based on what Angie's saying, and Angie's saying only. Not what they've seen, because I've never seen any of these people before. Never seen one of them. You know what I mean? So, it's crazy. But you know, let her continue, and I'll debunk it all very fast.
Any type of... Has he ever apologized for anything he did, actually?
No.
He's never apologized?
No, never.
Have I ever apologised, guys, to certain things where I think, you know what, I could have seen I've overstepped the line in certain things? People have said to me I was crazy. People said to me, Alex, why are you apologising? And I said, because me as a man think that I've overstepped the line, and that's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I actually took accountability on a couple of times when I thought, you know what, I didn't have to stoop to them levels. And people was moaning at me saying, Alex, why are you apologising to her? She said and done the most about you. And I said, I know, but I wouldn't feel right not apologising for that situation. You know, because me, how I've been brought up and that, and if my mama or people from the outside had seen me, they'd be disgusted, because sometimes how I've acted, even though everyone agreed with how I acted, it wasn't the way I was raised. But yet Angie will go around the app saying, oh, he's the worst, he's done this. Let me tell you now, I could tell you 2 situations in my life that would split this app up, that would tell you the truth. So when you're saying about me bullying women, it's so far from being the truth, it is crazy. I just give people what they give me, and that's as simple as that.
Wow. So I guess the next question is, who do you dislike the most? I would assume it's him as well. It would be...
AP.
Wow.
Yeah, AP. Yeah. And there's a few people I could pick, but it would be on the top of the list, I think.
Shit. Okay, what's your guilty pleasure? Who's your guilty pleasure on TikTok?
Oh, who do I watch?
Yeah, who's your guilty pleasure?
I don't think it'll be on TikTok drama. I do like to watch other lives, which is not TikTok drama. But if I was to say TikTok drama, who do I like to watch?
Yeah, who's like your little guilty pleasure that you kind of like them, don't like them, but you like watching them?
And just want to let you know one thing, and I'll let you in a second, KJ. Angie's lying here when she says that she hates me the most. You know that's a lie, don't you? She actually likes me the most, because I will sit here now and say, fucking hell, I can't get words out. I'll sit here and say here now, what the hell's wrong with me? I will sit here and say, right, that if I said to her, Angie, I apologise, I want to be back on your platform, she would literally, arms out, welcome me. And you know that, don't you? We all know that if I wanted to make amends with her, she would absolutely lap it up in seconds. And all the people around her now, the EQs, the Levoys, and the Canadian Angies, I know for a fact she'd dash them all to the curb. You know. You, Alex, should not have said what you said. That is sick, what you said. Lucy, love, what do you mean?
You know you don't really like them.
You, Alex, should not have said what you said. That is sick, what you said. I don't know what you mean. Can I, What have I said? What have I said that's really sick, Lucy? You know, I can have the conversation. What have I said that's really sick? Okay, just waiting for the comment. If you'd like to jump up in the box, Lucy, no one's going to have a go at you. I'd just like to have a conversation. What have I said that's really sick? No, she's not been blocked. No one's blocked. With the crab paste thing, we all say stupid stuff. Thank you, Mysterious, right? Let me just say, But that's a perception thing. That's not fact-based. You need to understand. I didn't mean it in that way, and I've explained this numerous times. And you can have your opinion, Lucy. That's fair enough. You know what I mean? But if you want me to be honest, prior to that week, right, I'd mentioned the same things, and there was no uproar because I never ever meant it in that way. But I understand from when I literally when you look for it from the outside, and like I did afterwards, I thought, well, you know what, I actually see what people think now. You know, at first I was laughing at you all. I was thinking, how have they twisted this? Until I, from the outside, looked in and thought, you know what, I understand now. Yeah, Lucy, I know. But let me tell you now, one thing I would never, ever, ever, right, is mock that. But I understand people from the outside, how it looked. And you know what, I'd never knock anyone's, call them liars. You know? But prior, remember, that night it all happened, Lucy. I don't really want to go over it again, but I will. Because you knew. That night is the first night I found out about apparently a peddler was living downstairs in that flat with Kelly or whatever, yeah? That's the first night it was ever mentioned. But a week prior to that, I was mentioning the same things, so that would never had any reference to do with peddlers. That was referencing to Kelly. Do you not understand? It was just poor timing on the comment again. You know what I mean? So... And, you know, people can take it from what, you know, people can, you know, have their own opinion on it. But all I'm going to say is, if you know me, you know that I'd never ever mock CA or anything like that. You know, Child SA, I'd never do that. So, thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Mysterious. Thank you, guys.
Okay, yeah, probably Luke.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah. Because he's hilarious when he gets so mad.
And one more thing I will say to people, if what I said was so sick and it was meant in that way, why do all these creators keep mentioning it, keep playing the clips to try and then affect other people? To try and trigger other people? If what I said was really that bad, why are all these creators mentioning it and showing the videos and triggering new audiences all over the app? It's because they personally don't care. They're trying to bring me down. And that's all they're trying to do. So they are using Child SA, in their words, what I was joking on, as a weapon. So who's the sick one? You know what I mean? I'll let you in the box, KJ, quickly, because obviously I want to get through this. Here we go.
Sorry, hiya. It was just to comment on... I think I'm echoing, aren't I?
No, I can hear you.
Oh, so it was just a comment. Last night I woke up in CA's live, weirdly, and she was going on about you, about how much you are the worst of the worst, and you are the person she hates. Now, bearing in mind, 3 weeks ago she was talking to you, yeah?
Yeah.
But you're the person she hates. Now, she commented on this, and I'm only asking this because I don't think this is true. I don't remember it like this. So she said the reason why she hates you so much is because she was speaking to Angie when you put her in hospital because of your bullying. Now, I don't remember Angie ever going to hospital.
No, never once has Angie
Okay,
ever been to hospital.
So when she said it, I was like, what? I'm really confused by all of this. And I was like, because I've been watching this for years, obviously.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when you're just like, you didn't do any of that. And then when she keeps going, she's like, she's bullied her so much. And I'm like, you really did worse, yeah? Like, I don't think you've done anything that bad, personally.
Canadian Angie has done worse to Lucy Angie than I ever have. You know.
I just felt it was really mad to put out to her audience now, that part for me, when it's not true. You know, it's back and forth a lot of it, I get all of that, but she's now put out a really dangerous statement to say that she witnessed her in hospital because you put her there. And that for me is actually ultimately one of the most dangerous things you can say now, because you're now going beyond an app.
Yeah.
You know, this is now making you out to be horrendous. Now Now, again, I actually probably think Corey's done worse to her than you have. Again,
There's multiple
I don't-
people that have done worse, and you know
Yeah.
what it is? It's loads of people. Name loads.
the only thing they can ever say is the Jimmy Savile thing. But again, I know why you did it, and it was because of what she said. So you were saying, well, if you're saying he's innocent, why are you bothering? Why do you care?
That's not even that. That's kind of correct, but it isn't even about that. The reason why I put her on Jimmy Savile is because I don't speak about my child on social media. I try and protect her that as a parent. You know what I mean? But someone I used to speak to off the app had spoke to Lynn's. And
Yeah,
then
I
Lynn-
remember
and then
all of that, and then
Lynn's
they started talking
yeah.
about your child,
Yeah,
wasn't
they
it?
started talking about my child,
Yeah.
and then I said, why the hell are you speaking about my child when I even don't speak about my child on this app because there's weirdos on here? And then I said to her, stop talking about my child, and she kept speaking about her on the app. So all of a sudden then, what I decided to do then is put her on a fucking, on Jimmy Savile, because I said, why are you so, why is kids in your mouth 24/7? I just thought it was weird.
Yeah, and sorry, I just really wanted to jump up because I don't go in Canadian Angie's live because I can't stand her. I really can't.
Yeah.
Live last night, and that statement was put out. It was about 3:30 in the morning that she was literally saying she saw her. She was on the phone to her when she was in hospital because of you, and I was like, you weren't even speaking to her then. 1, 2, she never went to hospital. This is dangerous now, and this is when I think that I just think you need to be aware that this is now could be stepping up a level for you. I know that you say you don't care, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you to care or anything like that. I just think it's dangerous because we're now insinuating that you did do something that bad for new audiences, I mean, to then throw hate against you not knowing the story. Even like Lucy there, where she said it was bad what you said, but again,
can I just
you
jump
explained
in
your...
quickly? I need to get the audience.
When he's so affected.
She did go to hospital with Max. That situation had nothing to do with me, guys. Let me tell you now. When Max went to hospital with Angie and met her up, that had nothing to do with me. Do you actually remember then? So you all going around.
So I don't remember
She did go to
this.
the hospital with Max. It wasn't with me. That wasn't
Okay.
nothing to do with me.
I just want you to know the situation, all right? So just look after yourself always, all right? I normally just sit back, watch. You'll see my comments here and now, but just be careful of your own self, all right?
Okay.
I know you do anyway, Alex. I'm not trying to be any certain way. I'm just now starting to get a little bit worried if we're now putting this out. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me up, Alex.
No
Thank
worries,
you.
mate. See you in a bit, mate.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, mate. So yeah, that was to do with PLM and that. I think then she was getting trolled by people. It had nothing to do with me. Lucy has just unfollowed her because of her lies after talking to Alex of her to her. Yeah. Oh my God, why is this being dragged up? Oh, it's just on the clips. Canadian Angie going over it again.
His veins are popping out of his neck. Yeah, probably.
So if TikTok disappeared tomorrow, what would you see
Can we all
yourself
select
doing?
a sector face, please, guys?
If it disappeared?
TikTok's gone.
That's a good question. I wouldn't have a clue what I'd be doing. And I wasn't going to go on another app. I'd probably go to another app, to be fair. But if there's no other app, if I decided not to, I'd probably just get back to my normal life.
And what does that look like for you? What does your normal life look like?
I know it sounds boring, but I would wake up, go out, get some shopping in, clean. I'd probably do that every day. Just the normal things, really. Watch a film. I'd probably go see my friend, my real life friend, off TikTok.
So you would do a lot more
Thank
better,
you,
I think,
Gypsy Lynn.
with your mental health then.
Yes. I think TikTok has definitely destroyed my mental health, yeah.
I think all the things that have happened to you on TikTok have definitely destroyed your mental health. I think, yeah, I agree.
I think the biggest one is AB. Yeah, I think he absolutely destroyed my mental health, yeah.
Did you end up in the hospital because of him? Did anything happen like that because of him?
Like SH?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I was on the. I was also under the mental health crisis team, which maybe a lot of you don't realise, but yes, I was.
Because of what he did.
Yeah, because I found it really hard to get to move on from, you know, the dark web, and you know, there was a lot more to it. There was a lot. You know, I think the dark web is the main thing, but there's a lot of my face being put on actual offenders like Jimmy Savile, P. Diddy, all those kind of things. Because I was getting a lot of threats as well in my inbox. You know, people turning up at my house, and all my threats was associated to AB. A lot of the people that were threatening me was associated to that one person, and that was AB.
That's terrible. I think he needs help. That just got really sad. Did you go back at him anyway? Did you attack him back? Did you do anything back to him? Did you?
Not at the time. No, I was defending myself most of the time. I'd wake up at 7 a.m, ping messages. AB's on, talking on you. Angie's victims. You know, that's what you'd call it. You know, he would be live for about 8-10 hours. So I'd go, So I'd go live and I'd be drinking at 7 a.m. because I couldn't cope with it.
Yeah, that's very sad.
Yeah.
Sorry to see that.
No, that's okay. You know, listen, there's two sides to a story. You might have a different version. You know, might have a different, you know, story there, and that's fine. You can have that. But yeah, he destroyed me. And I don't care what anyone says on the set. I'm a victim. I'm this. I don't care.
I'm back.
That's exactly why I started drinking heavily.
Yeah. Well, putting somebody on the dark web would destroy them. It doesn't matter what his side of the story
It
is.
wasn't him. It was his friend. It was his friend, to be fair, that did that.
It's not my friend, and these are also lies that you're being told on social media by Angie. Ben was not my friend. Ben was literally someone, right, that was used to come into the lives. I never spoke to him off the app ever. We did a fundraising, and Ben is the one that gifted the money, so I ended up getting the tattoo. But that's neither here or there. What Ben chose to do had nothing to do with me. And she goes around the app saying, "Oh, I was scared for my life after the dark web." Do not buy it, guys. No one buy it, because I'll tell you exactly what happened. Because we know that night when she was saying she was so scared about the dark web. Remember? She went to the pub that night on her own. She walked down the dark streets on her own. She said she's telling you all that she was scared to leave her house, that she was fearful. That night, she went to the pub to get drunk. You know, before she got banned. That's exactly what happened. So if she was so scared and fearful of her life, oh my God, I nearly unalive myself and all this stuff, it's lies. The night it happened, she left the house, got ready, went to the pub about 10 o'clock at night, in the dark, no problems. No problems at all. And then she used it at a later date as a weapon to earn money off social media and people to feel sorry for her. But at the end, that is the truth. Everyone that's in here now that was around knows what happened. Don't believe me. Believe them.
But I do feel he was involved in it, yeah.
Do you feel he had some type
It's still weird, isn't it? What's that?
Do you feel he had some type of feelings towards you, like, or malice towards you for doing what he did?
Malice, yes. I think he was trying to remove me from the app. Yeah, I think he wanted me gone. You know, he got a tattoo of me, yeah?
Yeah,
you know, he got a tattoo. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, stalking on social media is a real thing.
And let's get into that, guys, because, you know, you might be new here, so I want to educate you all, right? I was on a platform, chill with Connor and a few others, Ruth at the time and all this stuff, Nina, and we'd come across a story on social media. This is what I mean. No one tells you the reason behind the tattoo. I didn't just do it because I liked her, right? A young gentleman, obviously had told his story. Basically, he had a girlfriend, a wife. and they just had a baby, a newborn. They've got multiple children. I think they had 5 in total. And his girlfriend went to bed one night saying she weren't feeling very well. So he said, you know what, go to bed, go and have a sleep, and you know I'll watch the baby. And then unfortunately she didn't wake up. You know, so she didn't end up waking up. So obviously, unfortunately, he's got a newborn baby, the unaliving of his wife, he's got multiple kids to take care of. So we all decided to do a fundraiser so we could give him some money, so we could have some time off work to spend with the family. Everyone, 2 of them was getting their hair shaved, beard shaved, and all this stuff. And me being me, wanted to one up. So I said, the biggest gifter, I will have a tattoo of whatever they want, right? So I said, whatever you want me to have tattooed on me, I'll do, just to give that man some money so he could have, you know, some time off with his children. And obviously, Ben decided that he wanted me to have Angie on me. Wasn't my choice. But you know what? At that time, as much as me and Angie disliked each other, I couldn't give a crap about our beef. It was all about trying to help him. You know what I mean? Trying to help him have a little bit of, you know, money to try and survive off, considering he's got to take time off work. But Angie doesn't tell you, you know what I mean? Laugh out loud, and you haven't covered it up. Why, JZ? Why do I need to have it covered up for? I am going to have it covered up, of course. You know, but what I'm saying is, like, why are we all, you know, how can you come in here, tell me that you know, that laugh out loud, you haven't covered it up? So I don't know why you want to keep her name on you, because it's tiny, it's small, it's a name on my wrist. It's not, you know, it ain't holding me back in life. When it comes to the time, I'll have it all covered up, because I want my both arms done and my chest done. You know, I've got tattoos all on my arms and stuff, but I want 2 massive sleeves on both arms, and I want my chest done. And when I get to do it, it'll all be off. So thank you, Danny. Thank you, Brooke. So that man spent some precious time with his daughter. He might know exactly. It's just madness, isn't it? But anyway, that's the story. So when she goes around the app saying, I'm obsessed, I've got her name on her, it wasn't my choice. Yeah, everyone's more focused on having Angie on you, but not the reason why it was done. So
it's a real thing, Garcia. You can actually stalk someone on social media.
Yeah. But he never came.
That's how I feel. Huh?
But he never came to your house or did anything like that, like in person, to do anything to intimidate you or scare you.
No, but he incited others to do that. Like, you know, the Clapper, for example, the misread situation with the Clapper. You know, he went live and told everyone to report me to the police because I was the one that committed a crime, like I said before. You know, because I shouldn't have got my clothes off on the app. So he intimidated.
How is that intimidation, Ange? All I stated was facts. At the end of the day, you're there mocking other people for sharing stuff, and it shouldn't have been shared. But you're there mocking other people from sharing it, but the terms and conditions, you shouldn't have done it anyway. There could have been children on the app, that's all I was saying. There could have been people, you know, I mean, young enough that ain't classed as adults on the app. So what's the difference? Me telling you the truth is not intimidation. I didn't say you better do it.
Me so much that I never reported misread to the police.
Yeah.
Because I got scared thinking, oh my God, have I committed the crime? It was only when I got a solicitor not so long ago that they said, Angie, you have not committed a crime. It's not law of the land. That's down to Clapper, not you. That's down to them to remove you. So when you see Miss Red saying, Angie, you don't have a case, I don't know what solicitor she got.
She's lying again.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, when I spoke to my solicitor, giving them the information that I have, they definitely said I did have a case at the time. You know, but I decided not to pursue it, and I'm not going to pursue that, you know? No. But however, now it's got all over TikTok, you see. Now it's got all over TikTok. So obviously you've got to start thinking as to, you know, Why is it all over TikTok? Why has Rat Pack now got it?
Yeah. So when they got this clapper, who distributed it and where?
Miss Red, she screen recorded it, which is fine.
Thank you, Gypsy
Not
Lynn.
saying you can't screen record it, but then she shared it to a guy named Reese. And that was that. And then a guy named Charlie.
What people need to understand is these are both pathological, like, you know what I mean? These are constant. These are people that don't know truth. You know, these constantly lie to try and aid their arguments on social media and use it as weapons. These aren't people that you'd go to for truth. These are the people you go to for entertainment, for back and forth car crash. Because I can debunk everything they say over and over and over again, and that's why these two hate me, because they would like to come on an app, say what they want, lies, and then no one pull them up for it. But you know, Charlie recorded it, you're right, yeah, Shazza, you're right, Charlie's the one that recorded it, and I still believe off the app that Angie told him to, because Angie round then was telling people to share all her stuff on Twitter. At the time it wasn't called X. She was telling everyone to share it on Twitter, to share it on Instagram, anything about her, to share it all over the app. So of course I'm going to believe that she told Charlie to record it. Sorry, because it makes no sense otherwise. Why all of a sudden around that time are you telling people to share all your content all over social media platforms, but then not record that? It doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, each their own.
Charlie, he also did the same thing, and then it got on. I think it ended up on a couple of apps, other platforms, which was taken down. Now it's all hearsay, and I've never seen it on those other apps. And that was that, because I got the Miss Red's trolls telling me about this. He sent me all this information about it. And that's what happened, basically. And then 2 years on, it's still going around this app. Now it's ended up on TikTok. So it's never been on TikTok before.
And
But
now
it's
it
now
is, yeah.
on TikTok.
It's fake,
Whereas,
Night
like,
Owl,
now
Night Owl,
you've
it's
got to
fake.
start looking you've got to backtrack, right? As to how why it's got on TikTok.
No, Lost Princess,
Yeah.
no.
So on
Yeah.
another note, would you like to ever go back and visit New Zealand again?
Oh, I'd love to. And New Zealand's
that-
amazing. You love it.
Do you think you'll ever do that? Do you think you'll go back and visit?
No, I don't think I would, because I've got a fair flying. And is there like a 24-hour flight? Oh, I would love it. You guys, if you want to go somewhere, please go to New Zealand. You would love it. You would love it. The scenery, the
What people need to understand is, and I keep saying this to people, I don't, you know, no one has a fear of heights. No one has a fear of flying. They are two things that do not exist. Just to put that out there to you. You do know that, don't you? You do know there's no fear of flying and there's no fear of heights. You know.
mountains, the beaches.
And look, you said there, how? It's the fear of crashing and the fear of falling that you're scared of. Not because you are... Because believe it or not now, you are literally 500 metres higher than France. Or you can be 500 metres above other pieces of land. But you don't know that because you haven't got the fear of falling. It's the fear of... I'm terrified of flying. It's not. It's the fear... If you was on a plane, right... I'm telling you now, if you was on a plane and you knew for 100% fact that it would not crash, you wouldn't make you feel scared. Agoraphobia, possibly, yeah, but the fear of flying as a whole, you know, it's not the case of that. It's you're safer in a plane than a car. And it's fact, I know, but Janet, but people worry, you know. It's the fear of hitting the ground or the sea. It's trust me. It's when people say the fear of height, it's not. It's the fear of falling that you're scared of. Not because you're that high up. Because we are higher up from other pieces of land. We are higher up than certain places in Scotland, and you know what I mean. So I've flown, but heights turns my stomach.
I don't know what you like, but you'd love it. Yeah, but it's just too far.
If there's one thing that nobody knows, if there's one thing, or what is the one thing that nobody knows about Delusive Angie?
One thing that people don't know about me. Oh, wow. I'm an open book, to be honest. I'm trying to think as to what people don't know about me. I think I've told everybody everything about me over the years, because I've been on here 5 years. I don't think there's anything people don't know.
So everybody knows you're an open book.
Yeah, I'm an open book. You know, some people believe me, some people don't. That's up to them.
You know, when someone says that they're an open book, you need to understand is an open book is someone that tells the truth, that is very open and says it how it is, what their experience and stuff. She's not an open book when it comes to being honest, let's be real. You know, everything that comes out of her mouth is lies, things that she wants to twist, things to aid her arguments, weapons, or financial support, or, you know what I mean, financial gain, whatever you want to call it. She will happily, right, let me tell you now, she will happily run people through the mud that she's close to get her foot in the door. Like multiple other creators will. But she's the main one. Earlier, our attorney tried to get DA to say it was Red that made Miss J befriend Pineapple to record. I don't even know all about that, to be fair. I wasn't around. I wasn't friends with people back then. So I don't really know the ins and outs of all that recording of Clapper. I know Miss Red debunked it. You know, Angie said about, oh yeah, Miss Red said this, Miss Red that, and Miss Red showed the proof and the voice notes, the timelines and stuff. So she's just full of crap.
I wouldn't tell. I honestly can't think of anything, because I think I've told everybody on here.
So if there was one thing you could change about yourself, what would that one thing be? If there was anything you could change, what would it be about yourself?
Hygiene.
Nothing.
Good for you.
Yeah, I don't think I'll change anything, to be honest. You know,
I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 50 years old. So, you know, because I'm, 50 years old, half my life is gone. You know, I don't think I'll change anything. I mean, I've had 2 abortions. Do I regret those? At the time, yes. Do I now? No, because I'm 50 years old. I'm do I think about it all the time? All the time. Because, they're all my babies, right? But I don't think I regret anything. Yeah.
If you are seeing my comment above, Alex, you're actually right. It's the fear of falling, 100%.
I regret the abortions, yes. But now, I've accepted it, I suppose I should say. I've accepted it now. But I don't think I'd ever change anything.
Can we all select a face, please, guys? Thank you.
Maybe if I was younger. Yeah. You know what it is, though, CA? I've got, I just don't care anymore. That is sad. That is sad. Because I really don't care. Even when I get a lion or a unit, I want to try and be happy. But it's like, I know, does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a part of depression, where you don't feel the emotion.
Is she for real, Leah? Is she actually for real? Let me tell you now, if we all recall a couple of weeks ago, when Angie was crying on her platform, feeling upset about Miss Red and all that stuff, being fake crying, and then all of a sudden Simba gifted her, and then all of a sudden her emotions shut off and she was happy again. Thank you, Edgy. Does no one actually remember that? Does actually people remember the other a couple of weeks ago when she was on live being upset, crying while Captain 2 and Miss Red, while Miss Red was talking about her, and then Simba went in and gifted her and she was all happy again? She was like, I'm happy again now, I love it. These people are so weird, man.
Yeah, that is my depression, yeah. And, I've just stopped caring, I suppose, about my looks, my what I wear, but there was a time that I did take pride in my appearance.
Yeah, I've seen pictures when you were.
Yeah,
I've seen pictures.
Thank you, Edgy, mate.
Look, you were beautiful with your makeup and your hair done.
Yeah,
I still think you're a beautiful lady.
And I just don't care. Even if I was to get my hair done and all that now, I just don't care anymore. And that's quite sad, I think. You know what? The worst thing is, CA is not caring in life. It's not caring about things.
She actually stated as well that I was the reason that she used to drink, really. Well, that's funny, because the first time I ever met you, Angie, you was drunk crying on social media. So, if you actually want to tell the truth, it's quite hilarious that you're saying that I was one of the main causes for you starting drinking. When the first time I ever met you on social media, you was drunk crying. How ironic that is, Ange. That you try and blame me. No. Our disagreements and our fallouts are all down to what you've done and how you've acted. Thank you, Pat. The way you've done stuff on social media. My platform's going to thrive. My platform's going to grow, Ange. You know what I mean? Because the people see truth in me, and I'll happily go at people if I need to. If I don't, I'll just chill with my own community. My platform will go where I want it to go. Your platform's going to maintain the toxic line. That's all it's going to do. Because you've got no growth in your platform. Me, I've got potential. You've got no potential at all.
That's horrible. Because, you know, you want to care about something, right? You want to care about
You have to understand, don't be hard on yourself for that, because you have to understand that is a part of depression. And our brain just doesn't get it. You want to care, you want to go do your hair, but you just don't have the will to go do it at all, because you're just not, you know, you're not feeling it. Nothing makes you happy. Everything can make you sad or not make you sad, or have no emotion at all.
That's it, yeah. And the worst thing is not having any emotion.
Emily?
So
you
when
okay,
you see
mate?
me getting crying upset or getting upset on live, that makes me feel good, because I have emotion. And sometimes I have no emotion. I don't feel happy. I don't feel sad, angry. I feel so empty. And that's the worst kind of emotion. The worst. I'm not trying to say this for sympathy, guys, by the way. I'm just being honest. But that's the worst emotion ever, is not having any emotion.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you just got the emptiness.
The thing is, these two dislike each other because these two are going to clash and see each other as rivals in a future day. You know that's going to happen, innit? One day soon, these are both going to be against each other and calling each other all the names under the sun for content, for whatever reason they're gonna. These dislike each other. Thank you, Claire. Let me tell you now, these two people hate each other, but they're using each other for content, to build their audiences, to build their platforms. I don't need to do that. Yeah, okay, of course my platform's got bigger since being friends with Corey, Miss Red and Luke and all that stuff. Of course. That naturally happens, of course. I'll always be honest. But with Angie, she needs these people to increase her platform. I'm fine. I can go back to, if people decided to not follow me, did not watch me, I'm cool with it. That's their choice. Angie would call you all the wrong uns under the sun. Same with Canadian Angie. Canadian Angie's, believe it or not, has got a shared audience. She has no real, genuine support around her. She actually waits before people go off so she can go live, so it looks like she's got all these people in her live to support her. I couldn't give two hoots. I come live to do my FYP while all the drama's going on. People are saying to Alex, come to the drama, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I want to do my own thing, and if you want to go and watch it, go and watch it. There's a massive difference between me and her.
You got nothing, yeah, you got no feelings.
Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you, Artie, mate.
Yeah,
I get
so
what
when
you're
people say things to me, don't get me wrong, I get angry at times. I rant. But, you know, I don't really care.
Thank you, Jane.
Because I don't have that, I think I've just lost that. I just lost hope in life.
Do you honestly, thank you, Jane. Do you think these two are going to fall out soon? Alex, what is wrong with you today? It's because I speak so fast. Thank you, Artie. Let's do a poll. Do you think Angie and Delusive Angie are going to fall out at a later date or soon, you know? Smiley face, yes. Sad face, no. Because I personally think there's going to be a big fallout. And I'll just laugh at them because I think they're all embarrassing. Honestly, I think they're all embarrassing.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I just don't care anymore. And that's sad, isn't it?
That is sad.
And it's like I'm saving money. I've got, you know, a good, you know, thank you to my community, of course. You know, I've got, you know, a bit of a savings, but it's like, what am I going to do with it? I don't care. I don't want to go on holiday. I don't want to buy clothes. I don't want to do my room up. I don't want to go on, I don't want to do anything with it.
It's depression.
Yeah, it is depression. But yeah, that's how I feel. I'm not doing that for sympathy, guys. I'm just being honest.
No, I'm glad you're being honest. I know how you feel. I know that feeling. So where do you see yourself in 10 years from now?
10 years?
Is that right? See, I've not seen this, guys. So has that already happened today? Canadian Angie's already had a go at Delusive today for not dropping her to do with Pearl. And that's what I mean. I haven't seen anything, guys. I've just come live. So that's what I mean. This is how I know these people. You know, it's so obvious. So obviously, I swear to God, in my life, I've not seen Pearl and Angie's box or anything to do with that today. I haven't seen it. I haven't been told about it. I haven't been tagged in any videos. So yeah, I haven't seen any of it. See, that's what I mean. It's pretty obvious.
Oh, wow. And 10 years. Oh, God. I really don't know. But because, you know, you have that, you know, as I was saying, that feeling, I can't even see me being anywhere in 10 years, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just feel, I don't know, 10 years?
Yeah, where would you see yourself? Like, would you see yourself in your own home? Like, would you see yourself just
How you doing, Trace? Are you
Can I
okay?
be very honest with you?
Yes.
Yeah, I hope I'm not here in 10 years. You know, I'll be 60. I hope I'm not here in 10 years because I don't think I can be here for another 10 years. I'm not saying that to be more...
The thing is, it doesn't have to be social media. Like you've just said, I hope I'm not here in 10 years because how you feel on social media. There is a life off social media, and you know what I mean? You're just caught up in it at the moment, and that's what she doesn't understand. So I think there's some videos on SLFYP. Thank you, Roisin. So yeah, this is what I mean. She said she hopes she isn't here, but all of a sudden now she's kind of, you know, saying that she's weird.
Be bloody morbid. I really don't. But I can't see myself here in 10 years. I hope I'm not going to be here in 10 years. Yeah, I just don't care anymore. Yeah. I just wish you know, because I have been successful on TikTok, and thank you everyone, I appreciate it. But honestly, I just feel that with the
and what she says here, I feel like EQ, keep pausing. But what she's saying here, she's thanking all her community, but she doesn't mean it, right? Because what she's done is she has threw every good person that supported her under the bus to get where she wants to be on social media. So social media has been her importance, what she's wanting to achieve. You know what I mean? She wants to be the old, you know, I'm the centre of attention. Because clearly off the app, she's never had that in her real life. So she wants to be the centre of attention on social media, which is pretty sad, really. You know, and all of a sudden now, she's threw every single person under the bus that's cared for her.
money that I've got, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it.
No, Stacey, I don't.
I don't want to do anything with it. I don't want to, you know, like you would, CA, and say, I'm going to have a nice holiday and I'm going to go get my hair done. And I wish I felt that way. And think, I'm going to go get my hair done today. I'm going to get my there was a time I felt that way, but I'm going to get my nails done.
Thank you, Cezzy.
I just don't care. And that's horrible.
That's really sad, to be honest.
Do you know what's also sad? A 60-year-old woman that comes on the app and she can't actually be herself. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty sad, Canadian Angie. That you hide behind your daughter. That's what's sad. That you can't come on an app and be yourself because the fear of being judged by others. That's sad.
Yeah, it is quite sad, yeah.
I think that's just depression makes you think that way. I'm getting all sad.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Yeah, well, I mean, it is depression, but yeah.
No,
I wish I felt that. I wish I had the same as how you felt, you know what I mean, and want to
Sorry, Canadian Angie, the mental health specialist there. Fuck you know.
do things with your money.
I get where you're coming from. 100%.
But, you know, yeah. I wish I was, you know, had goals in life.
Okay, let's change it. What's the happiest moment of your life that you've had so far?
Happiest?
Yeah.
Oh, the happiest. I don't know. The happiest. I've had many happy moments. But I think with my father, my dogs, those kind of things. You know, even just good.
2 people that you said you slept with. Wild. Anyway, move on. Happiest moments, you know, are for people that, yeah, you know, whatever floats your boat, Ange. So, yeah, a drunk viewer joins Canadian Angie's live and she calls AB a nonce.
On this app is so judgmental.
Okay.
Like towards each other?
Yeah. And
I don't know why it's paused.
I don't understand why anyone can judge anyone when no one's life's perfect.
That's yours, Jacob.
Shut up. Will you shut up? Sorry, I've got the man shouting in behind me. But does anyone? Can I ask another question? Does anyone actually pay for TV license nowadays? Because this is better than TV.
It is better than TV, isn't it?
But no, I actually think you're amazing. But I'm just wondering why everyone. Shut your fucking mouth, dickhead. Sorry, we're messing about by the way. But I'm just wondering why everyone is so judgmental against each other when no one's actually perfect. That's my question. What I wanted to ask.
I don't know I think if you know what, if they've done the same thing as the other person, I don't think they have a right to be judgmental. But if they've done shit that's like really bad, then I think you have a right to judge the person. Like I would judge Alex Pigham for mocking Child
Oh, I
SA.
would not. I hate that bastard.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you can be judgmental towards things that they've done or said 100%, as long as you're not a hypocrite and you've done it yourself.
Yeah. Thanks. That's all I wanted confirmation of, because I actually only watch you because I think you're a good girl. You shut up, you fucking dickhead. Sorry, but you're a good girl and you say it how it is. And this ain't fucking thingy, but you say it how it is, and that's what I like about you.
No, thank you, Nat.
Sorry, I've had a drink and he just thinks he's a clever bastard who's never been on TikTok in his life. So he don't know what he's doing. But that is what I wanted to ask, because I find that a lot of people on here are judgmental, but nobody's perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I like your boxes, because you let people come in, and no, it's not a domestic, by the way, just so people know it's not a domestic. We're just having a banter and a laugh. But that is why I wanted to know, because in your boxes people can have their opinions on things, but in other people's boxes no one's allowed an opinion.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to come in and ask why everyone on this app is so judgmental, but people are not perfect themselves.
Exactly.
So what gives them the right to be judgmental?
Like I said, if you're judging them on their behavior or things they've said that are really bad or things they've done,
especially that fucking Alex Pigham, fucking
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like him. He's a bit of a nonsense.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
No, he's wrong.
Yeah, I think everyone on here just fucking judges everyone, but I also think you have a right to your judgment.
Do what you do, internet. Get her details. I'm going to dox her all over the internet. How about that one? So, guys, do what you know to do. Find out who she is, and I'm going to dox her. There you go.
Or your opinion.
Remember that one. So your drunk actions are going to get a reaction. So we're going to dox you.
They're like really shitty fucking people.
Yeah, if you've never experienced that yourself, then you've got a right to judge. But
exactly,
I notice a lot of people on this app judge to follow people.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right. Do you know what I mean? I don't really use TikTok because I think it's fucking drama and it gives you an headache.
Yeah.
But I do come on at night time to watch you, because out of everyone, you're the one that lets people in your boxes. You let them give your opinion, and you're just straight John Ball, aren't you? You don't give a fuck. You just say it how it is, and that's how people should be.
I agree. Fuck them all.
Yeah, fuck them all. Do you know what I mean? But that's how people should just be, instead of beating around the bush.
How you doing, Molly? You good?
Don't lie about things. Do you know what I mean? And can I ask a question? Who's actually paid the TV license right now? Because I fucking haven't.
I don't think anyone is.
No, neither have I, because TikTok's better than TikTok's better than TV right now, isn't it? Better than EastEnders.
But you've just said that it all gives you a headache and it all does your head in. Now all of a sudden it's great and it's better. And this is what I mean. Don't drink, because your actions now are going to get a reaction. And don't threaten me with your fella, because the sounds of it, he likes to abuse women more than he does men. By the sounds of it, he likes to, throw slanderous words to women. So, let's not throw them accusations out there.
Hey! But yeah, sorry, Canadian. I just needed
no problem. It was nice to meet you.
I just needed to ask. I'm nice to meet you. I think you're lovely, honestly. And do you know what? Whatever people...
I don't know her at the moment. It's covered up. But what it is, I'm going to get the unedited version. I'm going to ask Miss Black what the at is off the unedited version. Then we'll go from there, shall we?
Say about you, ignore them, because you are, yeah? I think you're a lovely woman.
Her account is natnat34911. There you go, guys. natnat34911. So what happens from this date, what's going to go on now is I'm going to deep dive. Well, I'm not personally going to do it. I've got great people around me. I personally not going to entertain it, but I'm going to get people around me to deep dive, right, and get all the background of all the stuff that you've done off the app, your families and all that stuff. I'm not going to dox your family because I'm not nasty. But you know, stuff that you agree with, I won't dox personal people. I have no issue with your family. Like, I'd never do that. Children, never in a month of Sundays, ever. But you and what you agree with, what you share and all that stuff, I'm going to bring it to social media. So you better you better hope you're squeaky clean.
Woman, and you say how it is, and whether you hide behind a green screen or not, fuck what they think, because you're a private person and you just give them what you need to show them, but you don't lie and you don't beat around the bush about things, so they don't need to know who you are personally.
Thank you, Nat.
I think you're a great person, so fuck the
Thank you.
haters and carry on doing what you're doing. You're a beautiful woman. Sorry, Ricochet, and I love you.
You're a beautiful woman. You don't even know what she looks like. Madness, Nat. Laugh the drink. Delusive Nat.
Oh.
Bye, Nat. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Like,
Get me out. Just come on, get out.
That was funny. She's nice. I gave my TV away, this one. All right.
Plot twist.
Let's
Plot twist. Nat works for the TV licensing company, and she's getting all your IP addresses right now, guys.
And I've just had a message saying we've got her. So there you go, Nat. He took me, well, not me personally. He took people around me precisely 3 minutes to get all your information, all your social media presence. And that's the problem of social media, Nat. Sometimes, you know, you say things on social media and you shouldn't. So for the hands of you calling me a nonce and a wrong'un and all this stuff, I'm going to set an example. There you go. When I've got all the information, when people find out what that you've said and you've done off the app, because I guarantee you there's definitely some some racism behind you. I can just sense it. You know, the way you act, the way you are. Trust me, I know there's something that's going to come out about you. I'm telling you for a fact now. Because the one in the post is something to do with Tommy Robinson. I know I have no problem with Tommy Robinson, do I? You know what I mean? Like, each their own. People can support whoever they want. But when you start sharing certain posts, you know, behind it all, there is you know, there's that all over, isn't there? There's a darkness there. Behind a dark door, there's a story to be told. So yeah, behind what you've shared and what you've done, I'm going to bring it to the app. So there you go. We'll get to there, guys, in the future time. Right, Rose wife, thank you. We'll do it in due course. But anyway, what else was there to do? Where's it gone? There was another video here. Which one is it now? Which one is it now? It talks about... This one. Oh, yeah.
Right? And he's going on about doxing and thank you so much. Thank you, Lishi. And he was going on about the doxing and some. I'm thinking, buddy, get off the live and go join Corey Wild, because he's the one who fucking doxes everyone. Him and his mods, Kate and Sarah. Why you fucking bringing it in that box? Who doxes in there? Nobody really. It's all fucking him. Thank you for the gifts, guys. I'm thinking you're in the wrong fucking box. Go talk to Corey Wild, who doxes everybody.
Thank you, beautiful pack.
What?
I was just saying thanks.
I don't know. Again, I can't really comment. I didn't see it all.
I have the whole thing.
I know we're going to see it soon.
It's like over an hour and a half.
How did everybody end up in Dave's box anyway?
Because obviously they've seen the numbers, and probably the few.
No, but what was Dave doing before they all went in?
Corey
I think
Wild.
they were going to Hungry Guy.
How are you, mate?
But
huh?
I think they were going at Hungry Guy, and then.
Thanks, guys.
But Dave really fell off, so Dave started doing Cam 2 in and FYP, and
Thanks, Becca. Thanks,
Oh,
Danielle.
it's the treasure box.
I've never seen his Cam 2 or FYP. Not that I care to anyway. I don't like him too much. I think he's very derogatory towards women.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Stacey.
Laura went in there. Everyone did. Who's Laura? Oh, that fucking one with no teeth. I fell in and they're going, do you want the box? I'm thinking, first of all, I don't sit with child essay mockers, which is Alex Brigham.
And this is where, right, she's absolutely hilarious. This woman is senile. This lady here, and I say lady lightly, she is absolutely nuts. She'll have EQ in her box, right, that will talk about X-acts with kids and all this stuff. Yeah. That's what I mean, Annie. This woman is delusional. I don't sit with people like that. Yes, you do. You host them on your platform. Are you okay? I just can't wait for Besner to turn back up again.
I would never sit in a fucking box with that guy unless I'm going to fucking freak out on him. So I thought, no, I don't.
You haven't. You know what? I'll give you any platform. We'll go on a neutral platform, Ange. You get in that box with me. I'll get in the box, and I guarantee you I'll come out on top. Miles on top. You could never get in a box with me and have an argument with me or discussion, because you will get destroyed. And you know this, like the rest of your minions do as well. The rest of the people you support. None of them get in boxes one-on-one with me. Have you never noticed that? Because the problem is you've done too much, but you're there, talk about others. But I know exactly what you've all done. I know exactly what you've done off the app. I know exactly what your games are. I've already got the answers when you're accusing me of things. And half the thing, 99% of the things you're accusing me of are lies anyway.
I'll sit with fucking these people. Not at all. Thank you, Becca. Would never sit in a box with that freak.
Thank you, Sarah.
Never, never, never. Not for me.
You call me a freak, but you're pretending to be a 30-year-old woman. You know what I mean? How can you call me a freak when you are literally pretending to be your daughter on social media? That is weird. You know what I mean? Because this is what people are not understanding, saying, yeah, but there's no proof out there. Yes, there is. Thank you, Chloe. Of course there's proof out there. Look at the old screen recordings. The person that she put up, that girl, is Vanessa Rooney. Vanessa Rooney's just got married. There's photos of her getting married with her partner on their honeymoon, that they're out on holiday currently now. They're all on holiday now, Vanessa Rooney's. And when you go to that address that she said, oh my God, I've been doxxed, there's a woman there called Angela Rooney. An older woman with blonde hair. And when the screen, obviously, the filter slipped. We've seen that woman with blonde hair lighting a cigarette. And there you go. Where's the pics? Look up Vanessa Rooney, Patsy, on social media and you'll see it all. Yeah, she's just got married, Vanessa Rooney has.
That roadman said that he sits with...
So why don't you, when you're coming at me for things, why don't you go to Canadian Angie? Oh, have you just been married, Canadian Angie? And if they go, she goes, no, I've not just got married, saying, well, the pictures that you put up and said that, that you are, has just got married. It's on social media with a husband. So, there you go.
Brigham. And apparently he was going, well, I don't know what crab paste and tears, and I don't stay on this app. I don't know. Is he on the app? I don't know anything about him. I don't want to go in no box, actually. Not in that live. And when someone told him about the crab paste and tears, he said, I don't know. Someone should have explained it to him while that fucking pigum was in the box. I would never fucking sit on a live with him. Unless I'm going to fucking tell him off. Other than that, don't show his fucking FYP. Doesn't exist. Couldn't care less. He's a fucking wrongin', and he's all pally with the other one, Corey. Like they're two fucking kids in fucking grade fucking 6 bullying people. Grow the fuck up. Especially the other one who's like, what, 40 something? Pigum. It was fucking stupid. But hey, here we are. We're gonna watch it all. I guess you guys have seen it all. He gets his info from Alicia. Oh, she's another fucking one. Do you know how many people get raped down blah, blah, blah? Really? But you sit with toxic cokehead who fucking assaulted a woman. You sit with Pigum.
And that's there, right? That there is not someone that has ever gone through things. And let me tell you now. When Alicia is bringing awareness to a situation about grape, and she's like, grape this, blah, 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 blah. No one that has gone through that experience would ever say, yeah, when someone's trying to bring awareness to it, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you now, this woman is a liar. She's never gone through anything. She's used it for people to feel sorry for her. You know? So, and she said, oh yeah, if anyone cries on the app, they need to get off the app and stop being weak. That's what she said. But yet she cried when CLA unmodded her. I played the video before. Her screaming down the screaming, crying, saying, I can't believe I've only ever supported her. I can't believe she's unmodded me. Grow up, Greybush. You weirdo.
Who talks about child essay. Don't tell me this one fucking stands up for nothing. She only, I think she's fucking, I don't know, on her fucking period, because she only fucking stands, gets, well, where was your outrage when Pigum had a picture of an old woman that was fucking all tied up? You didn't have any outrage. You just wanted people.
Was that me, was it? You were there? You there spreading more lies? Was that me? Did I share it? Was I the person? Nope. Did I have that photo of an old lady tied up? Wasn't me, Canadian Angie, yet again. You're spreading misinformation, as usual.
To think it wasn't you. You didn't tell him to take it down, did you? No. So Alicia's fucking just outrageous when she's gotta fucking come on, and then she fucking goes back to being the bitch that she is that doesn't give a fuck about anything. Then she can take that to the fucking bank. This is not funny. That's not. No,
yes,
none of it's
Savannah,
funny.
I did.
At all. Neither is watching an old woman in bondage. That's not funny. But you didn't give a shit because you were laughing at it. But you stand with women.
An old woman in bondage isn't funny. Let me tell you now, are you trying to say that, you know, you are at that age yourself, that older women can't actually, you know, get jiggy, you know, they can't have their own fun if they choose not to? Is that where we're getting to? That, you know, if you know what I mean, if they want to get their freak on, they can get their freak on. I don't get it. Like, what you're trying to shame a woman in bondage for? Delusive. I mean, not delusive, sorry. Canadian.
Fuck off, Alicia. Stupid bitch. I will probably get a ban tonight, and we'll go to Canadian Angie 1, 2, Canadian Angie 6, whichever one. She sounded like such a fucking hypocrite to me on that fucking live when she said, this is a serious issue. Yeah, there's been a lot of serious fucking issues that you've laughed at. So she must have been on her period. She couldn't get laid from fucking no face, no case.
And what sort of woman that, you know, wants to play the moral high ground would say, because she's tried to bring awareness to grape and all this stuff, that she's on a period, that she's not getting laid, but yet you're the person, this advocate of your traumas and stuff on an app? You are wild. You're a danger, and that's the reason why you don't show your face, because I think that you've got something sinister behind you, that you've done something wrong. You know, I know there's people deep diving you as we speak now that are getting information, but it has nothing to do with me. I'll just lap it up and laugh about it when you're exposed for the person that you are. And trust me now, when all this stuff comes out about you, I want to see how much support you've got. You'll have support of the wrong uns, obviously. They'll still support you. But I know normal people in your life won't support you. And you only get support because no one else late at night's on. Let's be honest. Because you're sitting here now with 500 people in your room. It's still a lot of people. But I guarantee you some of this audience is EQs. People that go into EQs. I guarantee if EQ went live at this time, at night time, at 11 o'clock, you'd have no one.
Nobody cares about her fucking input. Well, she doesn't have an input, Sammy, really. When Pigum had the picture of that woman, the older woman,
wasn't me,
all tied up, gagged, fucking eyes covered, and someone sent a message saying that's Alicia, whatever. We put up the message, we showed it. What was important to her was going into Pigum's box and saying, can everybody know that I did not send that picture? She didn't say, Alex, that could be offensive to women who have gone through that. You need to take that down.
She didn't say me, because it wasn't me that put it up. Angie, stop spreading misinformation yet again on your platforms.
Down. No, she didn't. She didn't say it at all. And then she's sitting there having a laugh about it. You didn't care about women that could have got offended or could have relived something from that, did you? No. So when you open your mouth now, all I hear is blah, blah, blah.
So guys, let me be honest with you, let's do a poll. Is anyone in my live offended by an old lady in bondage? I just want to know this, right? How can that be offensive to anyone? An old lady in bondage. And it is in bondage because she's got suspenders and stockings and all that on. It's not, you know, it's not anything else. Stop trying to push narratives here. Is anyone offended by an old lady in bondage? So, and it was all over Facebook. You're right. That's where it come from. That was the original source, wasn't it? Facebook. I just think it's people just trying to push things out there to try and aid an argument, and it's literally pointless. I don't think anyone could be offended by, you know, a woman in bondage gear. Fair play to her. You know, if she wants to get a freak on, she gets a freak on. It's as simple as that. 18k to podium. Let's see if we can get it, guys, before, you know, I come off for a bit.